They saying that Lil Durk's case is kind of up in the air right now. They're saying more information is coming up, and they trying to put all the bodies in the city on him. How you gonna put that on Lil Durk? He the voice of the trenches. In the trenches. Nah, they do that. Anyway, bro, he made Viral Moment. He made The Voice. He made All My Life. You trying to tell me that he committing crime? Stop it, bro. Free that innocent man. But we about to watch this video together. I'm MasoMoney. Make sure y'all click all the buttons down below. We about to get straight into the video.
At this point, I don't know if Durk's case is getting better or worse.
Oh no.
Just days ago, paperwork dropped that had everyone thinking this might be good. Durk's 4 lawyers, led by legal powerhouse Drew Finley, filed a motion to dismiss the entire indictment. But they didn't just attack the indictment. They targeted LA's top federal prosecutor, Bilal Isaili.
Oh.
Durk's team would ask the courts to dismiss the indictment due to the unlawful designation of Isaili as the U.S. Attorney of California and the unlawful appropriation of funding to the office he leads, and to disqualify Isaili and any of the attorneys working under his supervision or paid with funds he has wrongfully received. Now this is what happens when you pay your lawyer the big bucks. They do their motherfucking homework. Isaili was sworn in on April 2nd, 2025, but several federal public defenders have filed motions against him to dismiss him and his team. He's accused of operating without proper lawful authority, not qualifying for his role, and several recent decisions in federal court dismissed others from their positions for doing similar actions. So Durk's team wasn't just trying to say the indictment was bullshit. They're trying to get the top federal prosecutor
they're trying to throw the whole thing out.
Fired. A second motion to dismiss would be filed, and this time for the indictment being vague. His team would argue the indictment leaves them guessing as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperator stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction. In other words, the feds haven't been specific, leaving Durk's team unable to attack specific things they're accusing him of. Because of that, anyone cooperating against Durk can easily be manipulated into saying what the feds can use to convict him. Everyone knows Durk has been charged with murder for hire, alleging he offered a bounty for the death of Quando Rondo. They'd further allege he used coded language that made it clear Quando's killer would receive money or money opportunities within OTF. Durk's legal team want to know when, where, and how the coded language was communicated. What were the rewards or opportunities promised for the murder? Durk is accused of directing men to fly to Los Angeles, track, stalk, and attempt to kill.
Yeah, he brought him out to my neighborhood.
But when, where, how, and who did Durk give these directions to? Durk's team was demanding the specifics so they could specifically target and dismantle each one. Well, some new specifics did drop. The feds would highlight the pressure Durk faced from fans to
the feds bringing up the
apparently they also recovered texts between Durk and other members of OTF such as
OTF, iPhone 13.
Durk was allegedly beefing with O Block member Munna Duke, accusing him and O Block of not sliding for Vaughn.
So Lil Durk beefing with his homies people because they didn't slide for him. So Vaughn died. He feel like this supposed to be O Block work. Why they telling me slide? So much so that he got to beefing with Buddy. And this Buddy who died in downtown Chicago? Oh, this shit getting spooky. Ain't no honor amongst thieves, boy. Ain't no way, boy.
Duke accusing him and O Block of not sliding for Vaughn. One of the cooperators in the case has agreed to testify that him and Booney Mo purchased a vehicle with money from Durk to travel to O Block and kill whatever members they could find. He also agreed to testify that he would have expected to have been paid for the murder.
No point in getting no lawyer if your homie told.
Police presence
what's on
in
that?
These texts were from 2023. In 2025, 31-year-old Durk would be killed outside a bar with O-Block youngin.
Right, he got
turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's north side. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a third person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
That's serious. And they got away with it?
No one has been charged with the shooting, and in no way
they got away with it.
Connected. If Durk is able...
No. We can't be getting away with bodies on the north side. I like to come back to Chicago time to time. I can't keep coming back if y'all catching bodies on the north side. Hell.
Beat this case off a technicality like the prosecutor is illegally working. That would be some insane shit. But in all reality,
technicality, it don't sound like that. They putting a bunch of cases on him.
It's hard to say if any of this is looking good or at least better for Durk, because the accusations are still punishable by forever and don't seem to be letting off that forever. The feds would also highlight Durk as showing a repeated disrespect and willingness to impede the judicial process. From phone violations to getting caught with an Apple Watch. The fed...
If I'm rich and I'm booked, you best believe I got a phone. Fuck you.
Claim Durk has escalated his defiance of BOP rules that keep witnesses and others safe. They'd find it even more troubling that instead of accepting responsibility, Durk attempted to destroy the watch and impede the investigation. Not saying it can't happen, but I highly doubt Durk will ever get a bond in this case. This is going straight to trial. Unless Durk is offered a deal he can't refuse. But that's just my opinion. And we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now, one thing about it, coming from somebody that's been
he's just trying to get
in jail, having a criminal case go on, you know, I had a public defender. I didn't have a fucking Drew Finley. And I feel like the majority of America will never have a Drew Finley. We'll never know what it's like to be represented by a lawyer of that caliber unless you're making crazy money.
Oh, hell no.
But when your lawyer or your public defender comes up with a motion to dismiss, it sounds great. You're thinking to yourself, like, oh, hell yeah. They're going to go for that. Yeah, they got to throw it away.
Can't go for
that. I just beat this case. You know, I'm good. And then it goes to the courts, and they're like, we ain't going for it. The decision is up to them regardless. So they can make something sound great. Beating this off a technicality, throwing out the curveball that the top federal prosecutor isn't even supposed to be in his position.
Right, he's not even supposed to be in a case that...
And the fact that so many federal public defenders have all filed against this man, if Drew Finley is able to get him thrown out, that would be insane. But the feds are on top of everything. They even accused Durk of having Drew Finley go on Vlad TV to make Durk look better.
They say he did
in the eyes of the public.
Like,
the feds are on everything. They watch the DJ Academics interview of him talking about how do you feel when people say slide for Vaughn. They listen to all the lyrics about him talking about slide for Vaughn.
Literally.
They're watching everything.
What he said, this shit
is
all
they're trying to
manipulate
every situation they can to get the conviction that they essentially want. Now, here's the thing. When you file a motion saying, look, we want the specifics. We want to know how coded language was used. We want to know who said what to who. The feds can only respond by letting it be known.
Right.
All right, this is who said what. This is what was said. But when they do that, Durk's team is going to now be able to build a defense towards that. So I don't think this motion was necessarily to dismiss everything.
About the thing
I think it was more so to force the feds to release the information
because that's
so that Durk's legal team can better attack them and do a better job at defending him when it comes down to trial. That, right, I think that this is all tactics right now. We're watching a $1 million lawyer play. He's playing ball. And he's playing ball with the feds. And this is a big fucking case. This isn't like the Diddy Rico where
like some
they just gave him some, crazy bullshit. This is a fucking murder for hire. Private jets, machine guns.
Kiwi.
This is some big boy shit. Now, as far as them trying...
There's also some cantaloupe in here, too, if you was wondering. Yeah, it's like a full-on fruit bowl. You know, I'm just, you know, me just doing my business, doing my 1, 2.
Say, oh, he's got phone violations. He was doing 3 ways. Da da da. That's regular jail shit, bro. Anybody that has people to talk to, whether it's your girl, your family, you're trying to get money, you use up all the minutes on your phone, you use someone else's. That's regular jail shit. Like, that's not, oh, he's putting the witnesses' lives in danger. No, he's not. No one's gonna send a hit like that over a fucking phone.
Come on,
you know what I mean? Or he got caught with an Apple Watch, bro.
We just trenchers.
The man is a celebrity. Who isn't gonna want to have some form of contact with the streets? Whether it's an Apple Watch, an iPhone, whatever he can get his hands on, he's gonna try to get his hands on it. And you can't solely blame Durk for that, because who you think brought the Apple Watch into the federal jail? One of the people working at the federal jail. You know what I'm saying? You're not just sneaking that in. You're not getting thrown over a fence. I don't know if you've ever seen a Fed building, but they look like fortresses.
I don't want to see it. No, thank you.
So painting the whole picture that, oh, Durk must have somehow smuggled this in or whatever. No, it's not.
Talking federal.
Motherfuckers want to have communication with the outside
should make me
world.
scared.
I mean, try to destroy it because he don't want y'all going through the shit. That's regular jail shit. That isn't a threat to witnesses, and he's trying. You know, they're trying to make it sound worse than what it actually is, because he's not the only person doing that.
Yeah, but I think they kind of on Durk right now. We got to see about some of the other stuff happening behind the scenes, because apparently it sounds like he picking up more cases while on the case for one case. It sounds like he got 1 case with 3 cases pending. Not Lil Durk, man. That man, he ain't do it. That's top 5 rappers, bro. You gotta free that man, bro. He got 7 people smoked. Bro, stop playing. He did not do that, bro. He made the voice. I'll make some money. Make sure y'all subscribe and then watch another video. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.